There we go.
All right. Good morning, everybody. I am with my friend Becky here, and she is going to talk about how we can earn free vacations. And when I say free, I mean free. So, Becky, if you want to take the stage.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah, my name is Becky. Rosita and I have been partnered here for, I think, probably a couple of years now at this point, or pretty close to it, at least a year and a half, I think.
Yes.
And we have been promoting so much wellness. We have awesome wellness stories and health stories. But what we have just released is Trinot Travel. And I think we need to talk to you guys about this because people just kind of like go past it and be like, oh, I don't travel much, or, oh, maybe that's not for me, or, oh, I don't want to add another thing to my plate. But once you see this, I think you're going to pee your pants like we did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Why did Trinot add travel? Well, what we do know is that people who travel have better health. They've got less cardiovascular issues. They're healthier in general. They're not as overweight. There's just a lot of things that come with travel, including mental health too. Anytime you have travel booked and looming in your future, you just have a heightened feeling of just happiness, right? Because you've got that impending travel coming. So that is one of my favorite parts. I know we have 2 vacations booked coming up, and just having those vacations to look forward to is the best thing ever, right? I think it's the anticipation is even better than the vacation itself sometimes, right? I think everybody can agree to that. So we've added travel, and this travel piece is something that I could not believe. Chad and I were in Vegas when they released this, and Chad's like poking me on the shoulders, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That's how crazy this is. And for that man to get excited, that's huge. All right. So what's that?
I was just laughing because it's funny.
Yeah. Well, it's true, right? He's normally not as excited about these things as I am. So we do love to travel, but this economy has taken a lot of travel away from us because obviously travel is expensive, and any way that we can find ways to save money, we're all in. So I'm going to show you some examples of what this looks like. So Trinot Travel, just in a nutshell, gives you up to 65% off at 850,000 different locations. Now, these are hotels, resorts, condos, cruises, all sorts of different options, including car rentals, if I didn't say that already. So with this, it's a subscription that you have access to the super private portal. We over 90% of the time beat out those popular online websites that, due to compliance, I can't mention the names of them. One starts with an E, one starts with a P, one starts with an O. People usually go to these to start their vacation searches. Okay. So I'm going to give you some examples. Here's an example of a friend of mine who went to the Florida Keys. They started their search on the online popular booking site, and you can see that they have saved, using Trinot Travel's portal instead, they saved $3,320 on this 6-night stay. That is so considerable. Chad and I went to the Florida Keys a year and a half ago. No, it was almost 2 years ago. The amount of money we spent there, we could have gone to Mexico twice. Florida Keys are expensive. So if you can save that kind of money going there, that is absolutely amazing. So this is one of my favorites. When I learned through Trinot Travel that we get a voucher every 12 months of having a Trinot Travel subscription, this is for anybody, not just associates, you guys. Anybody can subscribe to this. After 12 months of having a subscription, they will give you a voucher for one of 3,000 places in the United States, all-inclusive resorts. This is an example of an all-inclusive resort in Aruba, very popular one. You can see booking it on the popular online booking site that starts with an E. It is about $6,000 for the week, all-inclusive. If I were to go to Trinot Travel and just book it, it's about $2,863 for the week. That's less than half. And if I have Trinot Travel for a year, I can go here for free because it's one of the locations included in the free voucher. So every year they're like, here you go. After 12 months, here's a voucher. You can pick from one of 3,000 places on the list. Most of those places are between $1,200 and $3,000. So I picked this one. It's close to $3,000. I want to go maximize my voucher and go to a place that has something amazing. I've always wanted to go to Aruba. It has been cost prohibitive to my family because we take about 7 people. And when you're talking flights and all inclusive, we usually stick to Cancun, Riviera Maya, because it's less expensive than anywhere else. Now we get to go to Aruba. Chad and I both have subscriptions, so we get 2 rooms in Aruba. So this is something I'm so incredibly excited about. And a lot of people are like, wait, I don't have to earn points. I don't have to. No, you just get this after a year. So it's kind of like a little savings plan. Like every month you're just putting a little tiny bit away. And I'll tell you how much money I'm saving by canceling garbage subscriptions. I've got Hulu, Peacock, Paramount, all these iTunes charges. I don't even know what they're for. I'm still paying for a Y membership that my kids don't even go there anymore. They go somewhere else. So like if by the time I cancel these subscriptions, I've way surpassed the subscription that I'm paying for this. So it's amazing to think that we'll be able to go there and get all of these deals along the way. All right, here's another one. Let's say you're like, Becky, I don't travel international. I stay in the United States. Pack up your kids and drive down to Orlando because we have condos for between $300. It starts at $249. Actually, I just threw some examples up here. Between $310 and $441 for the week. And if you travel with kids, you know how nice it is to have your own kitchen, to have full laundry, to have an extra bedroom for naps and things like that. I don't even know anywhere you can go and get a condo for this cheap for an entire week. So
No.
this is one example. Now, I'm not a Disney person. I'm not, and these all have pools and lazy rivers and all those things, water slides. Now, I'm not a Disney person. My kids are older. It's Disney and crowds are not my thing. But you know what is my thing? Beaches. So if you go down a little bit southeast of Orlando, we find Miami Beach. This is one place Chad and I stopped on our way down to the Florida Keys, and I paid about $300 for one night for a podunk hotel on the beach because I wanted to be on the beach. Here you can get 7 nights on Miami Beach with a pool on the water for about $700 for the whole week. So you go down there for a girls trip, divide $700 by 4 girls. Can you travel anywhere for that cheap and be on the beach in Miami or anywhere like that, for example? Some other examples I found are like Waikiki Beach. There's $1,100 for the week for a condo, walking distance to the beach. So these deals are absolutely incredible. Okay. So what they do essentially is they buy up timeshare condos that are sometimes left unused. A company will sell out a portion of their rooms knowing that those certain percentage are left unused, right? So they would rather make $700 for a week on that than leave it not filled. So we reap the benefits of those. And there's so many. I just looked up random weeks. I think this one was in February. So they're all throughout the year, all over the world. I found one in Portugal for $1,300, 3-bedroom condo for the week. I mean, by the time I take my whole family of 5 and get a 3-bedroom condo in Portugal for $1,300, you couldn't even stay in a hotel in Wisconsin for that, I don't think. So really excited about that. Let's say you don't go out of the state, you don't go to out and travel international. Fantastic. 850,000 locations. So what I have here is a hotel in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Let's say you want to take your kids or grandkids to the Milwaukee Zoo. So you can actually see that the address is the same in all these. I'm comparing apples to apples. So I just picked a hotel in the area in Brookfield, Wisconsin. And you can see that booking it on the popular online booking site was $333 for the weekend. And this is the first weekend of June, like right when kids get out of school. And then booking on the hotel's website itself was $337. And booking on Trinot Travel was only $217. So even if you're not traveling very far or you're traveling locally, you're saving a ton of money. And I just randomly picked one. I didn't like try and seek out the best deal or anything like that. But booking on this site is just as easy as booking on the hotel site. It includes all taxes and fees and everything like that are included in that price. You don't get there and have to pay more or anything like that. Okay. So how cool is that? All right. Next we have details. Okay. So we're just going to run through these details again. Up to 65% off of hotels, resorts, condos, cruises, and car rentals. An easy booking platform with 850,000 locations, and there's no blackout dates. That's something I forgot to mention. That's why I like to pull the slide up. You can book anytime. They don't say, well, you can't book during spring break. I'm part of a different travel plan called UVC, and they have blackout dates, which I like this so much better. Every 12 months, you get that vacation voucher worth $1,500 to I'm finding up to $3,000. It's not like a monetary amount. It's you pick any vacation off of this list. That list is public on Trinot's website under the travel tab if you want to see where those locations are. This is $65 a month if you're an associate and $75 a month if you're a customer. It normally has $99 activation, but that's 50% off at the time of recording this video through December 15th. So 10 more days, it will be 50% off to activate it. One-time activation ever. You don't have to activate it every year. You just stay in, okay? So think of this. If you were to pay $65 a month for an entire year, that's $780. Even if you never book a hotel, a condo, a cruise, or a car rental, you will have paid $780 for a $2,000 or $3,000 vacation that you get gifted at the end of the year. I mean, this is a no-brainer. If you're somebody who doesn't travel and wants to travel more and wish you could, I think everybody can find $65 a month to put away, especially if you cancel those garbage subscriptions that you're not using, which very guilty right here. Okay.
Same.
If you're not an associate, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to be, it's $75 a month. Fantastic. You pay $10 more a month, you're not an associate. But here's the thing with the associate piece of it, you guys. You can then enroll people for Not Travel as well. And if you do, you get a commission off of every person that would enroll if they wanted to. And your vacations now have tax write-offs. So when you go travel, because you have travel as a business, you can write a lot of those travel expenses off as a tax write-off. So those of you out there that already have a business, adding Not Travel, like Rosita's got a couple businesses. Now she's got Not Travel added to her repertoire. So when she travels, it's an additional tax benefit that she has when she does her taxes next year. So that is incredible and is grabbing the attention of so many people. Saving money and having the tax bonuses on top of that. All right. So here everything is in a nutshell. Again, it's 50% off of activation. So it's only $49 through the 15th. Is there anything I'm missing, Rosita, or any questions that you have with that?
I don't think so. I think we hit everything.
I know. I just want to get it out there and get it out there fast because
Agreed.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy, amazing. I am just as excited about this, if not more excited, than I am about our wellness side of things, because this is going to change the lives of so many people and give people the vacations they want to take in this cruddy economy that we have.
Yep, agreed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, guys, have a great day. Let us know if you have any questions down in the comments and we can help you out.
Thank you again.